My name is AngieB, and today I wanted to talk to you about journaling as a part of positive self-care. I just finished watching Stephanie Perry's YouTube video on doing journaling live, and she wanted to wrap up 2022 for Black women embracing ease and go into some positives for 2023. When I finished, I did go through the journaling process with her, where we were actually journaling live, and she gave us 8 minutes for each point to actually work in our journals. Okay. So I wanted to bring that to my grief community to see if that's something that you guys would like to do. So to start us off, let me say that my name is AngieB, and that my channel is for Black women over 50 that have entered into the life of widowhood. It's my hope and my dream that we can form a community of like-minded people with the common bond of widowhood and work together to succeed in our new normal. My goal is to help at least one woman to learn to live with some smiles and some happiness. I will share my 8 years of experience of going through and managing my grief to joy. If this sounds like something that you would be interested in and I would like to invite you to click like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that the next time I post a video, you will be notified. Okay, so let's get to it. Let me tell you, like I said, I just finished Stephanie Perry's YouTube video, where we went through some prompts that she gave us, and then we journaled. I'm not a person that has journaled in the past. I did go out and I don't know if you can see my book, but I bought a journal to start, and this is something that I'm starting for 2023. When I opened the book, I started it, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but I started with the date, today's date, that I went through each prompt as she gave us. And she gave us about 8 minutes or so to record, or journal, I should say, how we felt about each item. So as we were doing that, I thought this would really be something that my grief community may enjoy doing or may like doing. So what I did is, after I finished with her, I came up with 3 questions that I thought maybe we could start with, because I know I talked about in my self-care video and positive self-talk, I talked about how some people do meditation for some peace. Some people do gratitude journaling as a part of getting their thoughts down on paper to give them some peace also through their grief journey. I know some people, just like to write to get their information down. So I came up with 3 questions, and I don't know if this is, these are just suggestions of something I came up with to help you get started on your journal. For a gratitude journal, you would put, and you can do it like in bullet points, or you can do full sentences or paragraphs. It's your journal. So however you decide that you want to do your journal. So I came up with a few things that if I were going to do a gratitude journal, what I would put in my gratitude journal. And the first one I would say is that I am grateful for the love that I received from my husband and spending time with my husband for 36 years, and the awesome memories that we were able to create with our children. I'm grateful for, and I'm doing these in bullets, okay? I am grateful for waking up, you know, getting out of bed and having the activities of my limbs and being able to start my day. I'm grateful for the love of my children. I'm grateful that I found a church home, a new church home in my new city that feeds my soul. I'm grateful that I'm able to share my story and my truth to be able to help others. That's one thing that you can do to start your journal. Another suggestion would be, what accomplishments have you made in 2022? It can be something like, I was able to get up, out of bed. I was able to get dressed and out the door to my job on a regular basis without being overwhelmed with grief. It could be something like, and I'll use my story for example, I was able to start a YouTube channel in spite of being nervous and an introvert to help other women by sharing my story and my truth. Another one for me could be my story. I started to do solo travel to places that I really would love to go. And I was able to do that without feeling that I have to wait on others to go with me. So I feel that that is truly an accomplishment for me to be able to travel alone and not feel that I have to take others with me. My very first trip that I took, I just drove a couple of hours from where I live to the mountains with my dog. And we did a lot of walking and just being with nature. And that trip was awesome. It was really awesome. I enjoyed it so much that when I came back to town, came back home, I actually planned for my next solo trip, which is coming up in about a week or so. I'll be going on another solo trip. This one I won't take the dog because I'll actually be flying somewhere. And so I'm really excited about this trip. And so this is an accomplishment that I have for 2022. And then out of those accomplishments that you've listed in number 2, which one of those would you like to expand to take them into 2023? And what I said for this particular bullet is I would like to expand my YouTube channel to reach more women and to form a community, maybe in a Facebook group or something similar to that. And I would like to gather as a meetup group in some exotic places abroad, maybe. Maybe you guys would like to go with me. I would also like to expand my solo travel to other places abroad. And again, I'm just giving you some suggestions so that maybe you can start your journal as well. Like I said, this is not something that I've done in the past, so this is all new to me. But I'm going to try to, like I said, I started my journal today, and I want to try to, I want to shoot for every day putting something in my journal, whether I just put, 1 or 2 bullet points for that day, then that's what I would like to do going forward, is I just like to put down a couple of thoughts and ideas, because I feel like if we get to this time in 2023 and I'm able to look back at my journal of suggestions or things that I wanted to complete, and to be able to check those off that, I really was able to do those things. Or, just to look back and say, oh, I'm really happy that I was able to do that particular thing. If this is something that the type of conversation that you would like to see more of, if you have any comments or any suggestions of things that we can journal on, I would really appreciate it. Because like I said, I am very new to this. So it's something new that I'm starting out to do. I would ask you to put them in the comments so that our community, that we can possibly do this together, is pick up different ideas and suggestions of things that we can journal about in our books. I talked about in my positive self-talk and positive self-care for ourselves, that there are 5 pillars of self-care. And in those 5 pillars of self-care, they have to include 5 different things. And those things are mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and social, are the 5 pillars of self-care. So I'm practicing some of those by starting my journal book today. So join me. And like I said, if you have any suggestions, I'd like to ask you to please put them in the comments. So going forward, we can work together on our journals. Please like, please comment, share, and also turn that notification bell on and subscribe. So the next time I post a video, you will be notified and we can get on together to go forward into 2023. I want to thank you for listening to my journal session today. And I want to say good night and God bless.